Hey guys, and welcome back to Chefuality. I am super excited for what we're making today. Today we're making bourekas. Bourekas are an Israeli pastry that can be found across the country in almost every restaurant. Essentially, it's just a puff pastry with different kinds of fillings inside. Now, if you go to a restaurant or a bakery, they're going to make the dough themselves. But today we're going to make a little bit of a shortcut. It never hurts to make your life a little bit easier. And we're going to be using store-bought puff pastry. Bourekas can be filled with a variety of different fillings. You can do cheese, spinach, I've had eggplant bourekas, mashed potatoes. So it's really a matter of what you enjoy. Now, if you make two batches, you can make a batch of cheese, a batch of mashed potatoes. For me today, I had some leftover Gruyere. I happen to be going out of town for 2 weeks, so I needed to use it up. So I'm going to be using Gruyere cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like. If you've got mozzarella, go ahead and use mozzarella. If you want to use cheddar, by all means. If you want, you can mix a couple of cheeses. It's really whatever you enjoy or whatever your guests are enjoying. So I've started out with 1 cup of grated Gruyere. To whatever cheese you're going to be using, we're going to add just 1 egg. The egg is going to help bind the cheese together. Okay, so 1 egg, and in it goes. And to this we're going to be adding a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Not too much salt. Cheeses actually do have a salty flavor to them, so you don't want to overdo it with the salt, which sometimes I tend to do. And just mix it all up. Break the egg yolk and give it a good mix. This is nostalgic cooking for me. Anytime I eat a bourekas, it really just transports me back to my childhood visiting Israel. I mean, I've eaten so many of these and it never fails. When I'm in the States and I eat one of these, I always just think about traveling in Israel and staying at my grandmother's house. I think essentially that's just what eating is. It always brings us to another place, another time, at least for me. So, okay, so we've got our filling done. We're gonna set it aside, grab our puff pastry, and get the party started.
There's a time in our lives we start again on writing our part. As the story goes on, it's the rule that we remember our lines. I know everyone would want me to say that I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm gonna live, I'm alright. I'm gonna die, it's alright, I'm okay. Lie, die, die, I'm gonna live, I'm alright. I'm gonna die, it's alright, I'm okay. Lie, die, die, there's a place in my head. It must be called the Super Motel. I can stay the whole night and think about the girl in her shell. I know everyone would want me to say that I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm gonna live, I'm alright. I'm gonna die, it's alright, I'm okay. Lie, die, die, I'm gonna live, I'm alright. I'm gonna die, it's alright, I'm okay.
Alright, so we're done filling the bourekas. We've folded them over, we've pinched the edges shut, and we've just got one final step before placing them in the oven. We want to make sure that these babies are nice and crispy, and to do that, we're going to be coating them with an egg mixture. So what you're going to want to do is get 1 egg, I'm just going to set these aside, and we want to get the yolk out of this. So, in one bowl, we're going to take out the egg white. It's like a little dance from side to side. All right, and into another bowl, our egg yolk. Set that aside. Rinse my hands. We want a little bit of vegetable oil, about a teaspoon. And we're going to beat this together. There you go. And we're just going to brush this on the top of each Bourekas. Babies are going to go into a preheated oven set to 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until they puff up and have a nice golden brown crust. I just pulled my Bourekas out of the oven. They've been cooking in there for about 20 minutes, and as you can see, they've formed a very nice crust. The puff pastry is puffed up. Now all we have to do is let them cool for a few minutes before we can devour them. This was such a simple recipe. Just a few ingredients, and look what a beautiful dish we've created. I really hope that you all get a chance to try making this. On my blog, I've included recipes for different fillings if you'd like to try those out. If you do get a chance to make this, please leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, cheers and happy eating.